What to do, homies? We are back with some more Brazilian nerdcore music, right? Brazilian geek music, if you will. This time, thank you guys for the comments. Y'all was telling me about this channel called Brazilian Nerdcore with English subs. So super W to the person that's doing the Lord's work and providing these English subtitles for us English speaking viewers. We're back with some more Enigma. I take suggestions from the comments. You guys telling me that I need to check out Kaneki, right? Tokyo Ghoul, and it says Tragédia, which I think it's just tragedy and everything. I have not seen all of Tokyo Ghoul. I know what it is, but I have not seen all of it. But I'm glad to have the English subtitles here, so we won't be missing any context while we enjoy this music. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up. Hold on. So, like I said, I watched a good chunk of this leading up to this. This is powerful. This is good stuff. Bro, Enygma, bro. Your mixing, your mastering, your production is just absolutely insane. I don't understand how you have so much talent. And apparently you're like in your 20s, right? That's insane, bro. I swear, man, kids are getting more talented the more and more time that passes. Man, I don't understand, bro. I'm 35-year-old man. All right. I haven't not an ounce of talent. I was cold on the saxophone, you know what I mean? But nothing like this, you know what I mean? So, what I want to say is, it's interesting looking at the type of direction that some nerdcore artists go towards, when it comes to fleshing out their song. I've noticed in a couple of songs with Enygma that we're more going towards the storytelling, like telling more specifically what is happening, like episode by episode, or pretty much just kind of fleshing out the plot, which I don't generally mind that, if you're doing a plot, as long as it's surrounded by like really, really good music, you know what I mean? I will say that I do like more inspired by, you know what I mean, where you kind of take the story, and it's possible that you might do this later on, because you've been making cinematic masterpieces out here. I think I like more cinematic, not cinematic, I like more inspired by, where you kind of take, a character design out of a character, right, and kind of spin it around and do a more inspired by kind of rap and everything, as opposed to just reciting what happened in anime, you know what I mean? But when it comes into the territory of me not minding it, is when the music production is just crazy, which combined with your actual singing skills, Enygma, is how can you not like it? You know what I mean? So I think that's my only gripe.
Fome atacaram minha razão, como presa, meu amigo no chão. Se eu devorasse a fome passaria, mas apenas culpa é o que me restaria.
fight it.
Agora contou que eu trabalho. Se alguém com uma mala, evite conflito. A CCG está rondando nosso distrito. Nossas máscaras vão nos ocultar. Investigadores não podem se identificar. Existem gols que não conseguem a comida caçar. Esses mesmos gols não merecem que alguém vá os matar. Só consegui impedir lá de enxergar. Sua mãe morreu, covardemente a caça. Alguém inocente, a CCG luta pela segurança, eu não sei. E aquela noite monstros foram que eu cheguei. E acredita no que aconteceu. Me acabo em mim, se você morresse, eu ficaria tão triste. Me acabo em eu vendo o investigador, sei como se sente. Eu entendo sua dor, como julga.
This progression you got going on in here, right? Y'all hear the choir that's going on in the background, bro? Jeez.
Investigador, sei como se sente. Eu entendo sua dor, como julga, sem conhecer. Pelo menos enquanto eu for lutar. Meu lado bom tem que se alimentar. Por favor, a minha fome eu te elimino. Por favor, não me faça seu assassino. Que da rede foi acidente, afinal. No seu jantar eu não vou ser o prato principal. Sequestrando pessoas só pra conseguir me absorver. Nunca se alimentei, eu não pertenço a você.
There he goes again. I think that's one of Enigma's strongest abilities when it comes to his songwriting. Is his ability to keep the rhythm. Like obviously the overall rhythm of the song is not changing. But he himself changes. Now it could either be a pitch down, pitch low, but these different type of flows that he's able to kind of find with these tracks that bounce, that nice little swing, that's crazy. And I feel like he did that on the previous other songs where it's just like, bro, why is that flow here? And why does that kind of fit? You know what I mean? See, this is the power Enygma has with him being his own producer. I'm telling y'all, people who sing, rap, and also produce their own stuff, bro, they are dangerous because their idea, for the most part, is going to be more effectively communicated out, right? Because they had their hand or the whole entire process, with the exception of the visuals. The visuals, obviously, it's a team effort, right? We've seen that. But production and singing, yeah, bro, the final project, and that takes longer to get to a successful, right? Because you got to learn it all. But once you get there, you see success like Enygma here, right? Still, at such a young age, it's crazy.
A verdade por trás dos meus olhos, todos sabem, me transformou. Tentando fugir, vamos encurralar. E amor e quer me levar em troca, vai salvar. Pode ser uma mentira, mas não posso arriscar. Mas a realidade era muito pior do que esperava.
You know what, man? I'm not sure. Honestly, like in the English language, I'm not sure you could do these like do this type of singing without it being somewhat inspired by and just sing out the plot in English. I don't know if it'd be that successful. There are certain things you get away with in Portuguese because it sounds more pleasing. But if somebody was to sing the plot of the song in English to me, I got to go back and listen to some of the nerdcore songs, right? Because a lot of them these days, like maybe earlier for sure. Like we go 4 years ago, definitely a lot of kind of just plot singing. You know what I mean? But nowadays, a lot of stuff is inspired by. But yeah, I don't know if I'd enjoy it that much if it was just about the plot without something being weaved into it. You know what I mean? But for this, I don't mind it. And it might just be because of the language barrier.
A fome senta pra entrar em meu ouvido. Acontece
this man? I ain't just sit. What they do to this man? Oh my goodness.
Sempre segui o que minha mãe
Say.
disse.
Mas isso é ser omisso. Mãe morreu de exaustão por ajudar tudo e todos em seu caminho.
Se ela tivesse me escolhido, eu não teria que viver tão sozinho. Mas isso é gentileza.
Desvia disso é fraqueza.
Como Jason, pela vida não tem respeito. Essa organização, só crescer assim nada foi feito.
Sua dor ainda consegue suportar. O ciclo ele pode perdoar.
Te devorar, te superar e aceitar o que sou. Eu sou o corpo. Agora eu me libertei. Disse sobre canibalismo. Quando eu te mastiguei, você tinha um gosto aí. O que aconteceu com você? Fui transformado pela dor. O torturado virou o torturador. O ancestral dos meus dedos. O hábito que é seu. A voz se fortalece. Mas a mente enfraquece. O canibalismo fortalece o mal. Rasga sua pele. O amor é minha fé. O amor é minha mensagem.
Right.
Entre humano e destrutor. Eu vou me libertar. Como eu vou alimentar? Me fez sangrar e meu cabelo embranqueceu. Vi um monstro na sua frente, o monstro era eu. Transito entre dois mundos, enfim um deles me encontra. Aceitando que eu sou um monstro.
Bro, that last part. That last part, acceptance. Bro, that last part, acceptance. If I devour you, then I'm going to become like that. And I don't want to do that. But you know, I gotta get up out of here, bro. And then flipped it around. What's the thought? Like I said, this hits a little different for me because I didn't know all this, right? So, there it is right there. Right. If you're kind of looking at this and you don't know the anime before, I feel like you might, you might enjoy it anyways, but if you don't know the anime before and you're looking at this and you're watching the story unfolds, that's the charm right there. That's the charm I see, right? Because in 7 minutes, that's why it's 7 minutes, right? You got to get through the whole plot. This might even just might not even be season 1. This might be a couple of episodes, but regardless, bro, you made that, made that beautiful, beautiful. All right, y'all, we will continue looking at videos on this. That was very pleasant, the experience. Yo, shout out to Brazilian Nerdcore English subs. This is definitely very, very helpful now that I have some context and I'm not just hearing beautiful singing with zero context, right? Because that sucks. Anyways, Dave's out.